Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to some Age of Empires 4. This game recently released and I've been having an absolute blast with the game. It's been a lot of fun, really enjoying it. Really the only downside I've found is the way that combat kind of works. Combat still feels a bit junky in the game. Hopefully that's something they will go ahead and iron out. But for the most part, the game is really good. A very kind of reintroduction of the Age of Empires series. So today we're going to dive in and take a look at a replay that I had in one of my first games. I think this is like my 5th game. And again, I haven't played in a long time, so I'm going to be very rusty. That is for sure. I'm playing as the Holy Roman Empire. My ally over here is playing as the English, so he's going to be really good with longbows. My faction's more about kind of the Imperial Knights and also getting up some really good men-at-arms later on into the game. If we quickly go ahead and reveal the map as well, you guys can see exactly what the setup is like. There's kind of like a mountain pass here that both players can cross, and there's also a mountain pass here that I actually never realized was there. So that's actually really interesting because that would allow me to actually attack in here and get onto his gold deposit, and actually a very nice defensive position here as well. So I definitely should have remembered that for next time. There's always going to be free entrances. So right off the bat here, I am just going to go ahead and get my gold up. My 5 civilians are immediately going on to farming the sheep, which are the best return in food. I also go ahead and slightly pop cap myself there, but my house just builds, and then I send these 3 guys to start getting me gold. I really want to try and get up to that first age as quickly as possible, because as the Holy Roman Empire, by doing that, you actually go ahead and gain a very good wonder building. So in Age of Empires 4, if you don't know, to actually go up and hit the next age, you have to build these landmark buildings, and every culture has unique landmark buildings. And pretty much, you know, they all give certain bonuses. Here I am just returning some more sheep as I continue to scout off. And the Holy Roman Empire building goes ahead and inspires all your villagers in a aura around it if it has a priest in it. And the Holy Roman Empire get access to these prelates very early. They boost up, and they can also pick up relics and stuff later on down the line. But the most important thing is that they can inspire. They can inspire units which allow them to gather 10% faster, which is huge. And obviously, when I get to build this, I actually go ahead and I can then inspire in an aura without a priest having to do it. It's really good and definitely a great landmark building. You'll see me building it in a second. I'm just waiting until I get 200 gold and then 400 food, and then I can start building it. I also want to start getting some wood down as well early. I always found myself in my previous games running out of wood very quickly. However, maybe it would have been a better idea to go after some stone. No, actually, because you need wood as well. You need wood and stone to build another town center. So in a second, you'll be able to see, there you go. There. What are they up to right there? There you go. Cool. Yeah, I was just going to be using them. I wanted to return the food, and there you go. I'm starting to build this thing. So as you can see, the aura is going to be very good. It's going to inspire my gold production. It's going to inspire a lot of my farms as well, so I can have the prelates there right away. And again, you can see my scout just going around collecting some more sheep. I think I find a ton in the center here, which is nice. My ally over on the other side as well is building up his landmark as well. You can see I'm actually a little bit below on this income per minute. Yeah, oh my god, they are pumping income per minute. That is crazy. Look how much more food they're producing than us. Why is that? Do they just have... Oh, it's because they get more from the berries. Yeah, that's why. The Abbasids don't get access to killing boars, but they have enhanced berry production. And, yeah, this guy has a lot of sheep as well that he is picking up. But they don't really have much gold production either. Yeah, so they're gonna be kind of slow into the second era, which isn't the worst thing in the world. It just means they won't be able to get a TC up as quickly. Yeah, they're really pumping... yeah, they're really pumping that food, rather than, obviously, we both went up very early by building our age buildings. So yeah, mine's a religious landmark, and you can see inspires units in a large radius so long as a prelate is garrisoned. So you can see I've immediately got this prelate, and these guys are getting bonus now. So whoa, actually it's 40% faster. I didn't realize. I thought it was like 20 or 10%. 40% is actually incredible. And obviously one of the great things, so as you can see right now, everybody here is gathering 40% faster. That is insane. And then there you go. My ally also then goes up as well. So for his building, again, he's got the military one. So it means he can produce longbowmen extremely fast from this. So it's basically like a barracks that he can just pump out. And you can see very nice, bringing back his sheep as well. So again, we'll go back. We'll kind of leave it on income per minute because I think that's kind of interesting. Again, they're still like heavily focusing on that food, really outproducing us. Whereas we've kind of got a nice little spread. I'm also trying to get my stone up now as well. I want to try and get this stone up as quickly as possible because you need 4. So at age 2, right here, you need 400 wood and 300 stone to get a town center up, which is huge because in Age of Empires 4, you only have one building that can produce villagers. You can see I almost pop blocked myself there as well. But yeah, you only have one. You only have one place. So obviously you want more TCs so you can produce more villagers. And again, my scout just coming in, seeing what's going on here, seeing what their build orders are, if they're building any military units, because that's again something you have to be very careful of people just rushing and yeah, getting themselves stuck in. And again, you can see they're doing exactly the same, throwing in some units right there. Got a couple of longbowmen scattered around as well. But our main focus, again, is just to pump up. You can see I'm getting good gold production. I'm getting decent wood production. And now our food has finally got up there. Now that we've entered this age, it's like, okay, now we can start putting down some, meals. I stuck my mill down here so I can start getting some berries. I also put a house down here. I need to start thinking ahead. This is one of the things that I make a big mistake of. So what you're supposed to be doing with these houses and these buildings is you're supposed to be blocking like routes into your base, which I do very often. You can see right here, there's no way if enemy cavalry was to attack me, there's no real way, or there's like a tiny path that they can get through. Like this will act as like a blocking, basically as a wall, so big units can't get through there. And I put a house here to just kind of shorten this off, but I wasn't really thinking ahead because once these bushes are gone, I'm going to want to be able to put farms around here, and obviously this should be, I should have maybe put this like over here or started creating a wall here. I think I do very quickly create another wall here with some barracks. I think I put like a cavalry position because we do see that, yeah, they're going cavalry. They've got lots of scouts. And I believe as well, as my ally goes in to do a little bit of harassment, I believe we start to see them, teching into lots of archers. And yeah, you can see just how late they are to the party here of going up, or at least that one is. I'm not sure. The Abbasids go up in a different way. I think they go up by doing this, by building certain wings of their building. And has this guy already gone up? Yeah, look at all this tech as well they can upgrade. Yeah, the Abbasid camels are really good. They can upgrade them extremely effectively. And there you go. He has now upgraded to a Fugil, so he's going to start pumping out some longbowmen, which is to be expected. And we'll just continue. You can see that immediate production of 1 million longbowmen. How much resources does everyone have here? You can see they actually got some pretty high resources. Supernova is obviously waiting for something big. Again, this is not going to be any crazy gameplay as well. By the way, just in case you were expecting some pro plays, I know Turin's really good at this game. I'm still very much getting to grips with it. But I like to think that my resource management was fairly decent, at least in the early to mid game. I definitely think I did decently. I built up this mill again. I still have plenty of sheep to deal with, but I wanted to get this mill so I could start upgrading the fertilization. Again, that extra increase to resource production is huge. And yeah, something I'm going to definitely need to do is get some more prelates. It's kind of expensive in the early game to get one because it's 100 gold. But I think age 2, I want to basically have prelates everywhere I can, because the extra production is huge. And then we go, boom, managed to get enough stone, so I've jumped off of that stone now and immediately gone ahead and build my second TC down here so we can start getting this gold unlocked as quickly as possible. And I can also start producing a lot more civilians as well. Wood production is also really important. I feel like I can negate wood production. Obviously, it's really important for building. And there you go. My scout gets stuck in and actually dies, which is a shame. But he got me valuable intel. I can see that this guy actually did have a lot of longbowmen. And I don't have a barracks right now. So I'm going to immediately transition into a stable, seeing that he has a lot of them longbowmen. We're even going to go ahead and bring off some villagers to go ahead and build that. So yeah, again, like my scouts did allow me to basically not have to worry about military units until now. I scouted the base so I could see that they weren't really coming in aggressively right off the bat. And now that we are here, I've seen that. You're going to see I'm going to start producing just these normal horsemen. The actual very elite lancers that the HRE get are actually really decent as well. Super impressive. You can see I'm starting to create that bit of that wall here as well. So yeah, producing some of that out. I actually have quite a lot of food and gold right now. I can definitely start to produce some other stuff if I needed to. And again, you can see that we can see that he's gone cavalry. Again, I imagine he's going to be going camel riders right off the bat. And then this little assault coming in. This is something that I definitely do need to improve massively on as well, is like my early game harassment. I'm very passive in the early game. And again, I guess that's something that will come with time when I get more confident with my early game. I get more confident with my micro. But yeah, you know, like doing these minor harassments, just, you know, if you just get someone off their gold for like a couple seconds, that's a huge boom to your power. Yeah, it's really, really good. And you can see that there's plenty of opportunities for this harassment to come in. I think Zuko probably should have built some of his farms like by his TC to begin with. That's what I see a lot of people doing rather than out here, because out here, you know, they can be harassed fairly effectively. You can see as well, we both saw that, so we both started building cavalry. These archers coming in as well, looking to harass. I've got, what, 3 units of these horses I'm going to be sending over to help him. It's a good little charge off though on that. However, the mass archers are still causing some issues. Managed to pick off, what, 2, 3 of them archers? 4 of them archers right off the bat. And nice micro there to keep that one alive. And then pulling back, obviously, my horses are now immediately making their way over as we continue to upgrade. Right now, I have 13 people on wood because I'm starting to transition out of the berries. So I'm pumping a lot of wood right now so I can kind of upgrade all my farms. I've got my second TC up as well, starting to get these gold veins, unlocked as well, which is nice. Definitely getting a prelay out again early would have been huge. It really allows me to econ in the second age just massively. I still can't believe how great that is. That is absolutely insane, for sure. Take a look at their other pop caps as well. I'm kind of interested. Yeah, everybody's sitting around about 41. Supernova's at 44. And then Zuko obviously just had a little battle, so he's a little bit down as well. Wait, this guy is still in age... No, he's not. For a second, I thought this guy was in age 1 for a second. I don't think he's only just gone up as well. And yeah, they get some good bonuses going up their tiers as well. Again, I haven't really played the Abbasids much, so I'm not sure if they're kind of like a late upgrade. But yeah, again, I did not realize that this was a thing. Not that it really mattered, but it would have been great to like send my cavalry. Like I could have sent this cavalry around, harassed this point, got another TC up here, and then really pushed in. And yeah, you can see they're starting to get some spears up now as well. Something as well I really do pride myself on actually doing quite a lot of. I do get my tech quite nicely. And quite quickly, which is always good. So knowing that they're going bowman, I'm getting my iron undermesh up as quickly as possible, and also blocking myself in here with another house, obviously just to kind of cover this area. Obviously as I'm killing more of this woodland, it is getting destroyed, but I'll obviously fill that in with another house at some point up to 50 pop now. I should be pumping. This TC is not building, and neither is this one. Jackie, what are you doing? Get that pop, and I've got an idol. Oh, that's not even me, sorry. Okay. There we go. Boom. Sorry. But these okay, there we go. Finally building. Jackie, you need to get them numbers up, my dude. 50 popper at this time is not good. You need to keep on going. I think at this point I'm really like kind of pumping to getting. Yeah, you can see I've realized I have a lot of gold, so I'm doing a few more on this. Getting another barracks up as well because, yeah, they were very aggressive. And then, boom, there's my next landmark. Now, this landmark, the Burgrave Palace, is insane. This is probably my favorite building in the entire game. It's just so goddamn awesome. And you can see more cavalry roaming around here as well, looking to harass. I think I'm going to send my horses over momentarily. Yeah, there you go. My horse is coming over to help out a little bit. But yeah, the Burgrave Palace, my third landmark to go up to age 3, is incredible. It produces 5 infantry at once. So that can be men-at-arms, which is really good for my faction. My men-at-arms are super, super elite and very, very scary. I also have my special unit, the Landensschmecken. However, I haven't really used these guys much. I'm not sure if you guys can let me know in the comments if these guys are really worth picking up. I've kind of just been transitioning into heavy knights and men-at-arms, basically, has been my army comp in the late game, with obviously handgunners mixed in there. So yeah, let me know if you guys think these Landensschmecken are worth it. They are, quite expensive gold-wise, but again, I guess I do kind of have a lot of gold towards the late game, so maybe that is a good idea. And they have this really good upgrade as well that allows them to have some pretty insane extra damage as well. And again, another great thing about the men-at-arms for the HRE is look at this. They get the heavy mace, which is unique to the Holy Roman Empire. This increases their bonus damage by +6 against heavily armored targets. That's pretty crazy, right? Because you can see these light knights only have 9 attack. Obviously, they're not upgraded or anything, but even still, like, That's pretty goddamn incredible. And there you go, my knights are coming back now. Again, the harassment is kind of going in on my ally. And I think, yeah, he's like all this cavalry that he has built up. I definitely should have been a little bit more aggressive, I think. You know, even if I'm just kind of coming in here and assaulting his wood, like that's something I should definitely do. So I am, I believe, the first person into age 3? No, this guy's just got into age 3 as well. Supernova, Barony's just got into age 3. And then my ally is a little bit down right now. So yeah, actually, we've all kind of transitioned into age 3 fairly similarly. And yeah, you can see like this is just such a good barracks. 5 at a time is incredible. Obviously, it costs 5 the resource, but you know, still just absolutely amazing to be able to, you know, basically 5 barracks in one is really good. Got my monastery up as quickly as possible so I can start getting these bonuses. Again, monks do a crazy boost. As you can see right here, if I get this technology, the priests actually go ahead and increase my soldiers if they can inspire them. It kind of works like this priest is doing right now. He's like inspiring these civs. You can see he's like doing that. But yeah, if I get that, it will allow him to then upgrade my infantry, which again is a real nice bonus. And yeah, we'll give him some real good things. That 15 of extra armor and also that 15% damage. You know, then all kind of things really do make a big difference. And obviously, I also want to go ahead and get this healing rate as well to boost up. But I mean, honestly, all of this stuff is really good as well. Like all of this stuff, like again, this is amazing as well. Inspire villagers gather resources 10% faster. So again, all these villagers, because of my tier 1 thing, are getting a boost to their resource gathering. Not only are they you know, getting extra carry capacity, but they're also gaining that resource, and an extra 10% on that is really good. Again, my cavalry do try to come in, but my opponent did build this defensive keep, which is like a very early age keep, which is good. I managed to stop him from farming, but yeah, this was really bad. And then I run back this way because I didn't realize that there was an escape here, which I should have done. So I end up losing loads more of my horses than I should have. But you can see I have managed to upgrade into my heavier knights as well, which is nice. And I actually do get kind of pinned right here as well. But yeah, you can see kind of how the combat works. Like it does feel a little bit janky, and hopefully this is something very smooth out, because I feel like in an RTS game, these minor things do make a big difference. And a lot of the times whenever I watch combat closely when I'm playing, you can definitely notice that like some units don't really know what to attack. So I think a lot of the time it gets a little bit janky. I managed to get out with a lot of my men, but that was such a failed assault. That was really bad. Luckily though, that did buy us a little bit of time, and now my ally is now pumping his England, so England get a huge bonus to their farm network, which is great. You can see these farms doing work. Again, probably should have used his initial kind of farming, just kind of do it around his TC, just so that he can kind of be a bit safer there. Especially because you're under attack. There you go, got some priests out. I also am getting this relic back in as well, so this relic will start earning me a decent amount of money. I actually do have a landmark building. I think it's the landmark building at tier 3, so instead of this, which obviously I'd always pick this is incredible. That gives me 200% on that gold income. So I think every 30 seconds, yeah, every minute I get 100 gold from that, which again adds up, you know. At the moment, if we take a look at income per minute, that basically increases my gold by a quarter right there, which is really nice. Again, my production isn't really amazing right now, but I guess I've got a lot on wood right now. Gonna try and transition into this. Obviously, making sure I get all the upgrades, so you can see I'm getting additional speed on that mining as well. Really pumping in some stone as well, because I want to try and get my next TC up over here. Yeah, actually, I think I just did it. Yeah, town center right here. So I wanted to try and get another town center up right here, so I can start taking this. And also, obviously, these other gold deposits as well. There's also a relic down there that I totally missed. I also want to start maybe getting a castle up as well, just like a defensive castle in case they do come in, because right now we feel like we are a little bit behind with our with my ally getting pretty pounded in the early game. But then again, this keep will be protecting a large amount of this area, so it's not the end of the world. And you can see they're actually walling off pretty aggressively right there. There's a lot of stone to commit in to prevent you from coming in. And yeah, this is a scary army. The Abbasid camel riders are very deadly. Luckily, there's no camel archers right there, because I believe the camels themselves, yeah, take less damage from horses. So I'm not 100% sure how you deal with them, to be honest. They seem like they are pretty scary indeed. To go in, like, because they obviously can just run away from pikemen. Archers, they'll slaughter. I guess a combined of like pikes and archers are a good way of dealing with them. But even still, they're pretty tanky. You know, they have some decent defense as well, so we'll have to go in. You can see as well, though, the tech boosts, they haven't really got much in the way of armor and bonuses, whereas I am pumping this. You can see I've got tier 2, I've got tier 1 and everything. My range defense is up to tier 2, or sorry, actually up to tier 2, and everything else, my melee attack and defense are up to tier 1 as well, which is very nice. But here we go, a big assault coming in, looking to try and take out one of these barracks. You can see immediately my army gets sent over. Gonna leave a little bit back in defense because I realize that not everything is over here. But yeah, you can even start to see as well the English coming over, and they're just constructing this wall very aggressively. Luckily, I have my third TC up as well now, so I'll be able to hopefully start pumping out a lot more civilians, even though none of these TCs are producing. Again, goddamn Jackie. But you can see I've really put a lot of emphasis now. I try to get a lot of wood so then I can transition into these farms, and I've got 22 people on my farms, 15 on gold. This is a really nice split right now, I think. And I'm just like trying to pump out men. You see another 5 infantry just built, boom, just like that. And here we go, engaging, trying to obviously, you know, avoid his men at arms because these are the tier 2 ones, tier 1s, which is a little bit scary. Trying to get in on his cavalry, and yeah, you can see like the combat just, I don't know, I think it needs to be a little bit more responsive. I'm not sure if it's something that you guys have noticed, like with just like units going around and like, I don't know, there's just something a little bit off of it in my opinion. My ally trying to avoid losing all his civilians. You know, this harassment is obviously very annoying to deal with. Luckily, got that watchtower up as well, which is going to be doing a little bit of damage. Also, arrows in this game as well don't miss, which is nice. So, and sacrificing a few civilians here isn't the end of the world. Is there like a pop cap right there? If we go to player score, you can see actually I am pumping right now. I think it's mainly my military score that's really doing a decent job. But yeah, I'm actually doing, I did not realize I was this far ahead at the beginning of this game. I guess me being untouched and not really having to worry about it is good. Yeah, and Supernova is still in tier 2. Need to go ahead and grab that upgrade again. It's just the same price. As it, I guess he's spending a lot on his upgrades right now. Yeah, but oh my god, the Abbasids have some really good bonuses. Increased camel armor by 2, reload time. You've got camel armor by 3. Yeah, oh my god, they can just pump these. Yeah, this stuff is incredible. I think they unlock these as they get more of the tiers as well, which is nice. So yeah, unfortunately able to get on that TC, but the Arrow 5 should be able to hopefully get another horse. Yeah, nice. Gets maybe 2, get a camel. Yeah, got another horse as well. Very nice indeed. And basically all of this is allowing me just to keep on pumping, putting that extra stone to good use, seeing that they are being very aggressive. I get another castle down. Basically just kind of protect this way in. This side is extremely vulnerable. I'm not going to lie. Maybe a castle over here would have been a good idea. Or maybe a forward castle up by this TC would have also been a good idea. I also only just got my market up as well because I'm an absolute idiot. We should have had our markets up a long time ago, getting each other gold. Yeah, you can see though, my resources are really good right now. I've got over 1,000 food production, which is nice. Yeah, my production is just incredible compared to everybody else right now. I am getting so much, which is allowing me to then start to really pump out. You know, me not being attacked has allowed me to really transition very nicely into the third age. Even though I'm starting to run out of these gold products, but I'm still getting plenty in. And you can see my army is getting up there quite nicely. If we take a look at this, I have 53 military units. I wonder how everybody else is doing militarily. So this guy's kept himself. He has 452, so yeah, his military is up there. But yes, for civilians, that he's kind of lacking on. Supernova, kind of low, only 17 units. So like right now, I could have attacked very aggressively. I could have like gone down this route and yeah, I could have probably ended this game right here, right now. Again, it's just stuff like that, you know, knowing his keep was there. If I would have known this was here, I could have just run around, harassed all of this. Obviously, I would have then been hit by, you know, this stuff coming in. That would have been a little bit scary, but I could have done a lot of damage, maybe built a castle like here to fall back to, some barracks, taking this gold away. Yeah, that just goes to show my poor scouting, you know, is huge. Scouting in this game is massive. And as well as that, I think I've got 2 relics in. No, I've only just got the 1 relic in here. But yeah, the extra 100 gold per minute is huge. Definitely moving out and taking, like, this relic. And there's one... No, you've already done that, yeah. Taking the extra relics as well would have been good around the map. I don't think there's any in the center at the moment. And where are the sacred sites? Sacred sites are there and there. So yeah, we could have I could have just built a castle here and we could have just held the sacred site for 9 minutes as we have the other one right here. That wouldn't have been a bad idea. As you can see, my army is starting to look very good. These men-at-arms are being pumped. And they're pretty upgraded right now, if I do say so. Yeah, they've got 3 upgrades in their armor right now. And also, they've got the maces now as well, I believe they have, which gives them extra bonus against armor. I'm not sure where I see that. Yeah, extra bonus against heavy, +6 versus heavy. So, yeah, right now, you know, these men-at-arms are very scary. They do some serious damage, and as soon as I get to the next stage as well, they'll be even scarier. Now, I am pretty slow to the next stage. I definitely could have, you know, thought about going up. You need, what, 2,400 food? You know, it's literally 2 minutes worth of food for me. I'm making 1,200 food a minute. So, again, this is something I could have definitely have just held back on. But my army is looking extremely good at this point in the match. A lot of cavalry here as well. I've upgraded to my knights as well, who are again getting some pretty decent upgrades. That lance is doing 38 damage, decent melee defense, decent melee offense as well. You can see I'm getting the actual steel arrows because I want to again transition into them handgunners when I do hit the next stage. So I'm starting to pick that up as well. Definitely should unlock Siege Engine. This is a great way to end the game in the early period, is picking this up in Age 2. It basically allows all your infantry to build battering rams, which are great at destroying buildings. Obviously, they're heavily armored. They don't take much damage from missiles. Goddamn pop cap myself again. You can see I'm building houses and I'm like, fuck this, let's build all the houses. And yeah, my food is just going on crazy right now. Getting so much of that food, which is most important. My men-at-arms cost me 500 food and 1,000 gold. Oh, sorry, 100 gold. So that's really what I want to do. Again, the knights themselves cost me more food than gold. So I was really trying to pump that, as well as that, I believe the gold deposits, yeah, have just run out. So a lot of my dudes are now transitioning over here as well. But yeah, I'm happy how my economy went in this game. You can see how thick my army is as well. So we do get in here and then we realize that they do have a very, very decent defense already set up right now. So I think we're going to come in here and then probably pull back, seeing that they have a lot of archers on the walls as well. Yeah, I pull back and wanting to engage. My allies up here as well. I have, again, 81 military units. I imagine I'm pretty... I mean, I say the Abbasids have 71. And then Supernova is kind of lacking behind. But I'm going to move up here now. I've got my Trebuchet up as well. And I can now finally go up. So I'm going to probably send... Yeah, I'm sending these guys up here now to go and build my last wonder, which is basically a mega keep. It's like a really, really good keep. It's the Elesbach Palace. As you can see, building takes less damage. It can be garrisoned. And yeah, it basically acts as a keep with more health, and all buildings within the influence take less damage as well. So for example, the influence, for example, is... Does it show it? Does it show the influence? What if I hover over this? No, basically, whenever my buildings are connected, that is within the influence. You can't really see it right now, but when I do put down a building, you'll be able to see it. Basically this. So we can build, like, you know, a forward base up here. This is good for like defense or an offensive base, because now I can build my barracks here and other stuff like that. And right now the trebuchets are moving in, just trying to do a little bit of damage to this. I absolutely love the artillery in this game. I think it is so goddamn nice. Like, the mass artillery, I think, is just really, really satisfying. Another shot going in there, which is pretty incredible. But yeah, for now, we are just going to pretty much just be assaulting, probably speed things up a little bit as artillery comes in. Again, harassing, looking to get as much up. And we see the enemy actually move their way around here. The Abbasid player making his march, and then we see that, and we immediately dive in. Again, I am charging in on some pretty heavy units, but we're able to really kind of deal with them effectively. And yeah, we kind of trapped the enemy army in that base. My infantry moving in. The English player making his way in as well with what he has, his longbowmen. His longbowmen are actually really undefended though, and we're able to get a nice little hit. But yeah, you can see what I mean with like the attack, like I've attack ordered, and they just don't really know what's going on. So this is something that they need to fix. Like my priests getting stuck in as well. Like it just seems like a bit of a mess in these big blobs, and it's so important that they fix stuff like that. The archers coming in as well. I'm sending a few of my reinforcements in after them. My ally is going to get his knights stuck in right there, doing some serious damage right now, able to really chase down the enemy. Yeah, all my heavy melee cavalry getting stuck in, even against the halberds. We're able to do a decent amount of damage, able to clear up that cavalry, and this has just really put us in the advantage now. I've now hit the final age as well, so I can start building the university, which is huge. I can start you can see immediately getting these upgrades, immediately pumping out more soldiers. Yeah, and obviously just getting a bunch more of these stables as well. Really want to get as much cavalry up here as possible. As the artillery continues to harass, got another trebuchet on the way. Definitely, you can see immediately getting these stables up. So I can just start producing more men to the front. And yeah, getting the army back as well. Obviously, need to heal them up. That's why my priests are here. I'm pretty much at this point in the game, like, you can see my resources are just so pumped, like, are just so pumped up that I can really just outproduce most people. My ally is kind of caught up now as well. Still a bit behind on the resources. But again, it comes down to harassment. And yeah, we had no idea that this was open. Otherwise, I assume we would have just pushed up and gone through that right now. We assumed this was closed, so we couldn't get through. That's why we're bombarding these parts of the walls. Also, my opponent could be healing these walls as well for the stone. Not that they do they have any stone? Yeah, is this supernova? Maybe they could have been preparing that, I guess. And I guess as well, we probably could have pushed it after winning that battle. Again, it's just the unknown. This stuff is going to come from playing, just like realizing what size armies people should have by this point. Like, at this point, we're like, oh, you know, we don't want to push in and lose our army and stuff, but we definitely could have. Also, these mangonels are incredible for killing mass infantry. They do so much damage if they can get stuck in and they're unmolested. They're so good, which always makes me wonder, like, I haven't really used much of these the spring clouds, but maybe that's a good thing to go ahead and pick up and try and take out them mangonels, because yeah, they do some serious damage. And this does increase the range by 2 tiles, which I'm not sure if it is enough. I'm not sure what their range is to begin with. It does say long range, so yeah, if I see someone making mangonels, maybe this is a good thing to pick up, because again, my build is heavily focused around like mass infantry blobs and, you know, heavy knights. And you can see some of these guys do have that inspire on them as well, which actually doesn't show up, but they are inspired a little bit. Yeah, some of the guys who are glowing basically have an inspire, even though it doesn't show it. So right now we're moving down here as well. This is like maybe a bad opportunity. They could have maybe pushed up. We have 2 keeps up here. I'm producing cavalry like nobody's business. I've got infantry filtering in as well from this. No, sorry, from my wonder. You can see 5 infantry at a time, all being sent up. And there you go. We decided like to break through this castle, and then rip into his base. Would be the best plan of action. So right now we set up our trebuchets. Obviously, to make sure that we keep them safe. The enemy can come out, so my army is positioned over here. And obviously more reinforcements being sent up constantly to the front. Definitely should have built like a siege works up here as well, just so I could start getting this stuff up here a little bit quicker. Because again, you know, artillery and stuff are really slow. Definitely could have maybe transitioned into bombards as well. They're a bit shorter range, but they are a little bit more heavily armored as well. And then yeah, these are low damage versus buildings, but good damage against and they're long range as well. Yes, maybe I should just transition into Culverines. Not something I've really done too much, because yeah, luckily this is like such a small force at this point that it's not really that scary. Again, just putting back a little bit, trying to bait him out, let the mangonels go on the front lines. You can see as well. So yeah, definitely think that the Culverines should be out. There you go. They just go ahead and hit the Imperial Rage. When you see them set up, I should have just gone in to begin with. There's no range here. I could have easily have done with this. Getting in on his crossbows, got some infantry here as well that should go up. My main focus is killing the mangonels, because the mangonels may do some crazy damage. All this time we're smashing down this wall, which is nice. Again, if we go to military, you can see you know, that I've managed to do a lot. Oh my allies actually killed more though. I've lost a lot less, but yeah, and our opponents are not looking great. I wish there was like a current military score right now. Look at my score. This, I didn't realize I was this far ahead. This is not a, oh my god, I'm so good at this game, check me out. Because I absolutely suck at this game. But yeah, this is definitely a game where, you know, I was able just to turtle, I guess, and move in. Right now, the infantry moving in. We don't want to go too deep, though. Again, we definitely could have just moved in and taken this castle. But, again, we're both pretty passive. I'm going to go ahead and start building these battering rams as well. Again, this is really bugged as well. This is something I need to figure out, like, what the hell. They're all trying to build this. It should just send the amount you need to build these battering rams. But again, should have definitely built these ages ago. They're so good for pushing up. They're heavily armed. They have 15 range defense. Obviously, they're not great against melee stuff, but they're really good for taking down castles and pushing buildings in the early game. They do a lot. And there we go. I just want to get these battering rams done. Obviously got a nice little reserve force here that will be coming up momentarily. I think I'm also getting some priests up here as well. as for whatever reason, this trader is making his way up as well. You love to see. He is going to be aggressive. And I think now at this point, we're going to be basically going in for the kill. Basically just hammering him there. The army's going in. We get a little bit aggressive right there. Get ourselves stuck in. You can see just the sheer weight of men that we have is huge. Always don't mean to go back. Sorry. I don't know, we can just basically push in. The wall crumbles as we move in. And there you go. That's going to be GG right there. Pretty much the rest of the battle, we've been able to crack them. The English still have some force left remaining. But unfortunately, is this like a unique English weapon? It might be, actually. Where's their siege? Where's their siege workshop? I'm not sure where their siege workshop is. His barracks is really far back as well. No, yeah, I don't know where his barracks are. Here we go, able to get him right now. And just, yeah, basically finish this one off. So, yeah, it was a really fun battle. There's a lot of, you know, our opponents played pretty decently in the early game. Something that we're not really, well, at least I'm not too averse to. Like, as I said, I really am not good in that early game whatsoever. Something I need to dramatically improve on is, yeah, just getting way better in that early game at harassing my opponents instead of just, like, turtling back. Which is something, yeah, I've been doing probably a bit too much, I would say. Yeah, right now, we're just moving in, clearing out what remains of the enemy line, getting some more battering rams done to start bombarding. Obviously, they still have a few castles left remaining. And they have that landmark one as well, the defensive landmark one as well. Oh my god, the last English one allows you to build every unit. That's incredible. Yeah, that's really good. I did not know that the last English building, yeah, it basically acts as like a mega barracks, which is good. Very nice indeed. But here we go, coming in. And yeah, it's going to be GG right there. We'll just speed things up. We managed to crack the enemy defense. And they're going to go ahead and drop that surrender. As we claim victory right there. Boom, boom, boom. Victory indeed. But what a hell of a battle. Again, doesn't seem like that much looking back on it, but it was a really, really fun one. So big shout out to the guys who played in that one. We were able to claim that victory, which was very nice indeed. So if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to drop a like and a comment down below. Let me know if you guys want to see more on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.